Hi, my name is Jeffrey Paulino. I've been coding for almost a decade. Besides programming, I enjoy robotics, IoT, circuitry, PC builds, working out, and playing instruments. One of the reasons why I want to become a developer is because I want to be able to make applications and products to help and better a person's life. What intrigues me about this company is its foundation of being the medium and source of distribution for parts of robotics and IoT projects. And not only selling the products, but also teaching people how to utilize those products. My previous background has been as an instructor for programming and robotics, teaching high school students in K-12 through programming games and um, having playing around with toys, robotical toys. And besides that, I used to be an Angular and IoT developer for a startup company doing home automation appliances. Um, what I learned in Flatiron um, has been React and Ruby and Rails. And one of my favorite projects that I worked on, which was my final project, was a quizzing app with the intent of quizzing people with a vast of categories of the topics, where a person could make a quiz, they could add a question to a quiz, they could review quiz or questions, and of course take a quiz. The way I did this, I used the technologies of Redux, which in itself I added other libraries that could help organize and better the code, which was Thunk middleware. I used history loggers and I used DevTools. Besides that, I've used SCSS. I don't know if I use prop types for the sake of a more strict values being passed around through the components. I use animated burgers for the sake of animation, Axios for better synchronicity of data transfers, React icons for better GUI design. I use Web Font Loader for the sake of easy feasibility of fonts. The Bootstrap grid to set up the layout of the designs, and I use the .env for the sake of security of the application. Um, One of the things that I successfully have solved the problem or situation, it was on the startup company where when I first got involved, they had an issue with their device and front end application, which was communicating with each other, and they were not transmitting the data that was being censored from the device to the application. So what I did, I isolated every component of the project from the hardware to the application itself. I'd make sure that the values were coming out of the sensors and being then transmitted to the application and being shown and presented on the front end side of the page. What are my salary expectations? I mean, I'm hoping for 75K, uh, but of course, I'm really open to any offer that's given. One of the questions that I have for the company is in regards to the React position that you guys have. It's if it's okay if the person could wear multiple hats, where so not just working as a React developer, but also be able to tamper with the project, with the product itself, and work on the circuitry of the product. Thank you.